Welcome back to the channel, lads. It's episode 47 of our Blackburn Rovers career mode. It's contract extension time, as well as rewarding players for their excellent start to the season. I mean, Ainsley Pearce, our backup goalkeeper, he's only got 7 months left in his contract, but I'm not going to be renewing that contract. I think they can do better as a backup keeper. And I say there because this is our last season at Blackburn Rovers. And they've also got Gordon Sterling, who was 19 years of age, almost as good, 6'8" giant. I think he can take over that backup keeper for Blackburn Rovers next season. But one player that I want to give a new contract here to reward him for his fantastic performances at the start of the season is Mohamed Diomande. He scored 6 goals and 5 assists, 3 and 3, 3 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League, 2 goals and 2 assists in the Champions League. And added to that, he's been doing what we know he can do, which is that work rate he offers us. It's a really, really good player. And of course, giving him a new contract, our highest rated player as well, like 85 rated, give him in a new contract is just a no-brainer, really. He's got 2 years and 7 months. That's an additional 2 years contract extension there. He's not asking, I think that would just about make him our second highest paid player in the team. I'm not 100% sure about that, but of course, I will accept that, and that should mean he will now be happy with his new contract. Let's take a look. He's now happy, of course. That would make him our second highest paid player in the team. Let's take a look. We've got Scott Wharton, Joao Pedro, or that makes him our third highest paid player in the team. I will do this for a couple of other players. The other player to take a look at, of course, it's Archie Crawford. What a season he's having as well. Another young prospect, exciting prospect that we have in this team, and he's not happy with his current contract right now. Let's sort this one out. Happy to give him that contract there, 22k a week, sporadic role, not necessarily because he's a sporadic player for us. It's more important than that this season. But of course, this would mean when he doesn't play, he's not going to start complaining about game time. And that's good, 22k a week as well. £30,000 a week and a £300,000 in signing on bonus. It makes sense considering he's one of the players that have been up there in goals and assists for us ever since we have signed him. Not this season, though. He's not scored too many goals this season. I say that. He still managed to pick himself 3 goals and an assist. He's asked for just a little bit more than Crawford, 23.5k a week. I tell you what, though, it's another player that I don't mind rewarding. Again, he scored a lot of goals for us. Just like Nene, in terms of goals and assists, he's always up there at the end of the season. He's not played much in the last couple of seasons. One of the things that have actually sort of hampered his growth, I do think he would have been about 79, 80 rated striker right now, if not for the amount of injuries he's picked up in this series. It's unfortunate for him, but he will remain a squad rotation player for us this season, and I'm happy to get those contracts sorted. Our first game of today's episode, we're playing Luton Town, who are 14th in the league. For me, the objective for us in this game, and maybe the rest of the episode and the rest of the season, is to try and keep as many clean sheets as possible. To win the games is the most important thing, but if we can keep a few more clean sheets along the way, that would be good for us. We have struggled to do that in recent times. At the start of the season, and we did keep a lot of clean sheets, but struggling to keep a few right now. They've got the likes of Sands up front for them. They've got Yilmaz, they've got Gallo, the fullback, because they are not the best of teams, Luton Town. They are a team that can ask you one or two questions. First, few minutes into this game, we have struggled to keep hold of the ball, as we have seen giving possession away there. But Gonzalo Guedes, that is, isn't he? To Mpanzu, a player that have played in all divisions for Luton Town. The referee played a good advantage there, but Flamingo with the block, not quite cleared. Out again to Gallo. The game is going in slow motion right now. Luton Town have dominated this opening 40 minutes of this game also. It's so slow. We normally like the tempo quite quick, but Luton Town have done something quite well in this game, which is slow it down at every single opportunity that they get. And we haven't really had chances like this to be able to go forward when they have committed too many bodies of their own forward. But Crawford here into Hannibal Meshbury. Oh my God, what a chance to finish the first half. That was the best one so far. On J1, Meshbury's done well to win possession. The pass wasn't the best, but he managed to retain possession for us. Crawford is going to play Nene. A little bit of space here for Nene. He will bend one into the far corner. New contract, £30,000 a week, and he started repaying us every penny of his wages right now. Oh, that's a calm and composed finish, isn't he? He's not scored too many goals this season. Well, that was a really good goal, wasn't he? And all of a sudden, you get that one goal, they are going to commit bodies forward, and we can start picking them apart here. Diomande is going to hit it. Diomande gets it! And that is the second player with the new contract in the back of the score sheet. Yeah, back of the net, that is, from Mohamed Diomande, probably our most influential players. And up there as one of our most influential players in this last few games that we've had. He's been scoring goals for fun, hasn't he? Gedesh been taken off there. And is he replaced by Guilherme? I'm not quite sure who that is. They've come on to replace Gedesh, but good defending. Daniel to Crawford. Oh, this could be another assist for the youngster. Joao Pedro, who is off the bench. He's going to make this one 3-0, isn't he? In you go, easy as you like. The sort of form he's been in right now, the most informed striker in the Premier League. He was never going to miss that opportunity. And it's another assist for the young man, Crawford. Keep the clean sheet, lads. Come on. It'll be a shame to concede now. 3 minutes of stoppage time. 1 played, 2 to go. I will be so disappointed if we conceded a goal there. Is the referee going to let us go forward? It looks like the referee is going to allow us. We could sweat this one. Let me try to find Leonard in the box, and that would have meant 3 players that have signed a contract scoring a goal for us. I tried so much to create that headline there. You know, players signing contracts and going on to score goals in the next game, but it did not happen. I tried so much to play that pass into Leonard. But it is what it is. It is what it is. 3-0 victory for us. The plan was to keep the clean sheet, and we have done just that. And the most important thing, the 3 points. I tell you what, this is shaping up to be one of the most exciting Premier League seasons in a while. I know it's still only 14 games played, but look at that. Just 3 points separating the top 5 right now. Our next opponents, Manchester City, are 3rd in the league, and we're only 3 points above them as well. It's going to be a tough game for us. And we have lost to them last season a couple of times. We've lost to them this season as well, but that was in the Carabao Cup. We got knocked out by Manchester City in the Carabao Cup this season. So it will be a tough game. Is Haaland starting for them though? Phil Foden always seems to make the difference when we face them. But let's get into this one. Here is the man of the moment, Joao Pedro, the most informed striker, the most informed player in the division right now. 14 goals he scored this season. But of course, this is the games, this type of games you want him to step up. Don't get me wrong, he's scored in big games for us this season. You know, it would be nice to continue that sort of form against a team like Manchester City with the likes of Camavinga, Erling Haaland. They've got some big players in that team, haven't they? They have got some big players. And one thing I cannot afford to do this time is lose the footage again, the footage of this recording. Twice in the series, we have lost the gameplay footage for the Manchester City game, and I cannot allow that to happen again. I have checked, it's definitely recording. I had to make sure our possession given away there. I was so focused on making sure we retain the footage of this game. We have been quite sloppy in the first half. It's been all Manchester City in terms of possession, which you would expect of them. Martinelli has been a handful on that left-hand side here as he gallops forward back to Camavinga. Got back to Gavi rather. Now Camavinga in possession. Martinelli. Oh, he's got inside. Martinelli. Oh, you just cannot allow him to cut into his stronger right foot. I tried to jockey him there just to make him go out wide, but as soon as he cuts inside, he was never going to miss. What a finish that was. That was just sensational finish, wasn't it? It's going to be a long game for us. We have struggled in possession in this game, man. Looking like it's going to be one of those days for us. Oh my God. Erling Haaland, he doesn't score goals like that with his right foot, man. He doesn't score goals like that with his right foot. That's just insane. But again, we haven't done too much wrong here. Although we haven't been the best team in terms of possession, we haven't done too bad either. We have limited them to not creating any clear-cut opportunity so far. But yet, we have been punished a couple of times. They haven't created any clear-cut opportunities in this game. It'll be good to see yeah, we haven't created any chance of our own. Oh, this could be the third. That could be the third. Erling Haaland gets a brace, and it's game over. 60 minutes into the game, it's 3-0 Manchester City. We just have to stop them from not scoring more now. It's all about preventing that damage limitation. If we can get one or two ourselves, even better. Pull back, Pedro. Oh, it's a big save. Oh, he's offside there. It's a big save. Who's in goal for them? Is it still Oblak? I think it's Oblak still in goal for them. He kept the most clean sheet last season, of course. Waters replaced here by Nuno Mendes. And Martinelli has been a handful in this game, man. I mean, previously, in the past, we have faced the likes of Jack Grealish from that left-hand position. It's been so easy coming up against the likes of Jack Grealish. Oh my God, he's offside. He's offside. And that could have been easily 4-0 down here. But luckily for us, Phil Foden is offside. Look at this. This just sums up our game so far, man. Jack Grealish weaving his way past. Good save. Can we get it cleared? How the hell has that fell for Memphis Depay? He came off the bench to replace Erling Haaland, and he's made it 4 for them. Oh my God, our worst performance of the season. They've made it look so easy. It just goes to show when this team turns up, they're unstoppable. They're really, really unstoppable, man. I don't even think that they got out of second gear in this game. I don't really think that they did that much. They never really got clear-cut chances. We managed to stop that, but they scored a couple of weldies. And of course, when that happens, it becomes very, very difficult to manage the game. But it is what it is. You lose some and you win some, right? As if the defeat wasn't bad enough for us, we fare for the worst here with Daniel's injury. I think it's going to be one of those stupid broken toes injuries that you pick up. It is. He's going to be out for the next 3 months, which is unfortunate. But at least we know where we will strengthen in the January transfer window now, as we are, I believe, halfway through December, or almost halfway through December, and the January transfer window is fast approaching, and we know how important Daniel is for us in that midfield position. And the fact that we're going to be losing him for 3 months, I think we will go on and strengthen in that area. We want to do something great in our first season here at Blackburn, in our final season here at Blackburn Rovers, and injuries to players is not going to stop us from doing that. But it's Shakhtar Donetsk up next, Manchester United. We have got West Ham in this month of December. So in December, we have got City, we have got Manchester United, or we've played City, we've got Manchester United, and we have got West Ham as well. Those are teams, 3 of those teams are in the top 5 right now, which it's not good for us, is it? It's not good for us. We have dropped to 3rd with that defeat. West Ham at top of the league. Manchester City are now in 2nd. It's going to be a tough season. This might be the closest it's ever been between the top 4, top 5. Still 4 points separating the top 4 or top 5 at the moment. So it's going to be tough. I don't know if anyone have noticed this, right? It's so difficult to keep clean sheets in Champions League games, in European games in general. It's so hard to keep clean sheets. And I said last season when we played in the Europa League, when you go into these European games, they keep so much of the ball, man. In the Premier League, it's always end-to-end against teams. But when you come to Europe and you play teams from different parts of the world, they're so good at keeping the ball. It makes you better though, doesn't it? It makes you think, well, if the teams are keeping the ball as good as this, when we regain possession, we want to keep the ball a little bit as well. It would be nice to keep a clean sheet here, but it's so difficult to do so. Valterberger playing, of course, in that box-to-box midfield role today. He might find it a little bit difficult, considering that is not his preferred position, but Koulibaly driving forward here. We know he's got the pace to do that. There's a little bit of space out wide to the left-hand side. Harrison Burrows, who's made his way forward, is trying to find Yohan Bonny, who was the only player in the box there. I hate it when we go out wide and we don't have a lot of players and wanting to put themselves forward to try and get those goals for us. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. There's Gomez. I did look at this player, by the way, in the summer. One of the players that I scouted. Oh, no, I thought that was in the back of the net. But it's narrowly off target there. Yeah, he's still in our shortlist, I believe, that Gomez. One of the players that I scouted for that centre midfield stroke centre attacking midfield position. But at the end, we opted not to go for him. He looks like a quality player. Oh, easy tapping. Easy tapping. And who makes his way there? Do you know who that is? It's Walter Berger, played in the box-to-box role in this game. He makes himself available in the box and he scores an easy tap-in. It's nice to score goals like that, you know. It's really nice to score goals like that sometimes. I mean, in previous versions of the games, you know, the sweaty goals was quite common, but it's so difficult to score them in certainly the last year's version of the game and this year's as well. It's so difficult to get those sweaty goals going. Oh, he's done so well there. Morgan gives White to drive that one to the byline and then put it cross into the box. Couldn't win the header though. Walter Berger going for the second. In you go. Easy as you like. Oh my God. He almost sort of said, he's saying to me right now, yes, we don't need to replace Daniel. You have got a player capable of doing that job in the box-to-box midfield role. I still think I'll sign a player. There's still a few games to go before the January transfer window opens. But if he keeps on performing like this in that position, we might not need him. He's kept himself on side and he scored a hat-trick in this game. I don't know what he was doing in that position as the furthest man on the pitch. I have no idea. But he makes his way there and he makes it 3-0 for us. Oh my God, I can't believe it right now. The most unlikely player to score a goal for us, but to score a hat-trick, that is insane. I can't believe it right now, you know. How has he managed to get himself a hat-trick in this game? He started off as scoring a goal and I thought, you know what, it's time to do your job defensively now. Talking about doing your job defensively, that is so easy from Kevin. Oh, he's just pulled one back. We managed to hang on we managed to not concede a goal for 90 minutes of the game, only for that to happen. Oh, that's a shame, you know, to concede a goal at that time. But I did say it's so difficult to keep clean sheets in this competition. In Europe in general, it's so difficult to keep clean sheets. And it's almost like you lose concentration for that split second of losing concentration. You get punished, and that is exactly what happened there. I should be praising that man anyway. Hat-trick for him. The first time he's played in that box-to-box role this season. We're not there yet with 2 games to go, but every victory right now in the Champions League just puts us that one step closer to finishing in the top 8. I think one win from our next 2 games should do it for us. Paris Saint-Germain sitting on that 8th position right now with 12 points, and that means we're 3 points above them. The likes of Leverkusen, who we still have to play, have picked up 10 points. And we have also got to play Milan, AC Milan that is, who are just holding on to that 24th place right now. We should be able to get a result in one of those games, you would think. I said we should be able to. Those are top European teams on there. And Bayer Leverkusen and AC Milan. But it's Manchester United up next. We have got to very quickly turn our attention to this game. Walter Berger keeps his place in that box-to-box midfield position. I mean, after scoring a hat-trick in a Champions League game, he's got to start again, hasn't he? He's got to start again, but this would be a much tougher game, you know. Honestly, being a Liverpool fan, you have no idea how much I love seeing this team struggle right now. I mean, we went 30 years without winning the competition and then finally able to win it under Jurgen Klopp. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't alive for most parts of that 30 years, but for like 10 years of my life, between that early 2000s or so, watching this team win the Premier League seasons after seasons, and with Sir Alex Ferguson, it was so hard to watch. And to see what's happening to them right now as a Liverpool fan, I am we must be the most happiest group of fans on the planet right now. Liverpool doing very well, Manchester United struggling. It's just amazing. But talking about them, they signed Tyrese Dolan from us, didn't they, for £100 million. He's on the bench for this game. He's not in the starting 11, so that's a player to watch out for. Walter Berger has done it again. Oh, he's unstoppable right now. I mean, why should we sign a midfielder when he's doing this for us? Why should we go on and try and sign a box-to-box midfielder? He's stepped up in that position, although not his preferred or natural position. I mean, it's more of a centre defensive midfielder, isn't it? But that was very lucky. But you have got to make your own luck. I can't believe how well he's performing in that position. All season ever since we signed him a couple of seasons ago, have we been playing... Oh, excellent there, Walter Berger. Have we been playing a player with a goal-scoring ability like this in the wrong position for 2 seasons now? But he could make it 2 here. Oh, get it. We make their life miserable in real life, and we're making their life miserable on the game as well. That was so easy. And Matthias de Ligt didn't have the pace to keep up with him there. De Ligt, people seem to think de Ligt is slow. I haven't watched him at his oh, that's a good cross. I haven't watched him at his Ajax days and Juventus and Bayern Munich days. I don't think he's as slow as people think he is. He's actually one of the quickest defenders in the Premier League. Yes, he's not got that acceleration, but in terms of his actual sprint speed, once he gets going, he's not slow at all. Oh no! That was a huge opportunity to make it 3-0 there, to add to his Premier League tally as well. That would have been his 15th goal of the season. And there is Tyrese Dolan coming on to replace Nusa. That's a player to watch out for. It'd be a shame if he scores against us, isn't he? Scoring against his former team. If he celebrates, it makes it even worse. As we lose possession there, Mohamed is found. Tyrese Dolan is skip past 1, is skip past 2. Tyrese Dolan have smashed that one in the back of the net. Oh, our former player. It looks like he's going to come back to hunt his former team here. Still a little bit of time to go for them to make the difference. It's only 2-1. That's an unfortunate goal to concede. The skill, though, to send Koulibaly flying there. We always knew he was a good player. We always knew he was a good player. We didn't have to sell him, really. Oh, the shot's been blocked and he taps one home. Such an easy finish there for the most informed striker in the Premier League right now. João Pedro makes it his 15th goal in the Premier League. And what a replacement, though, for that man, Tyrese Dolan. I did not expect him to come in and score so many goals like this, but he's doing it for us. Should be the end of the game shortly, but we could get one last opportunity here, or maybe not. Oh, he's won the ball back. Morgan Gibbs-White. The high pressure works. Tyrese Dolan. Surely not Tyrese Dolan. Bunny it is. It just goes to show that we haven't forgotten about him just yet. How influential he was for us in the last few seasons. But no, it is Yohan Bunny with his 2nd goal of the game. And it's game over. It's been game over for a while anyway. That is just one additional goal for us. We conceded 4 to Manchester City. So it was nice to score 4 here, because goal difference could be important at the end of this season. So it's quite nice to claw back those 4 goals that we conceded against City. But fantastic victory here. I mean, every single player on the pitch, a 9 out of 10 at least. Fantastic team performance and thoroughly deserved victory for us here. And we are back in front of the home fans again at Ewood Park for our final game of the episode against Leicester City. We started today's episode with a good victory against Luton Town. It will be nice to finish the episode here with another comfortable victory against Leicester City. Bazunu starting goal. Valterberger returns to that number 6 position, the CDM position. And of course, Crawford starts in that number 10 position. Leicester have got the likes of Fatawu, they've got El Canoes in there, they've got Beltran. So it's a good Leicester City side, you know. A team that we struggle against. Come on, the Rovers. Chilwell. Good signing for Leicester if they can manage to keep him fit. He left Leicester to join Chelsea, didn't he? And he's returned back to Leicester here on the game. That's one thing that have happened so much in this save. We've seen so many players. Yildiz on his left foot, it's been saved. We've seen so many players leave their team, and then a few seasons later, they return back to that team. Brighton have re-signed Caicedo. Liverpool sold Diogo Jota and they signed him again. Ben Chilwell have returned to Leicester City here. It's a reoccurring thing, isn't it? There is 1J1. Why is it that the top English left backs, they always struggle with injuries, you know? Ashley Cole is the only one of really... Oh, that could be it. That's the first one. Oh, good assist there yet again from Crawford. He's a player that cannot stop getting assists at the moment. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me anymore every time he gets an assist. That's his 8th or 9th assist this season, which is incredible. Yeah, I was talking about this just before. Why is it that the top English left backs struggle to stay fit? And I said Ashley Cole was the only one that I've ever remembered to stay consistently fit as a left back. I mean, Ben Chilwell comes to mind, Luke Shaw comes to mind. I'm sure that there are a few others in that list as well that I'm not thinking about. That's a terrible tackle. The referee plays an advantage. Harrison Burrows, it's got the pace to go past his man. Burrows with a pullback. Leonard, get him. He finally gets his goal after signing a new contract. He signed a new contract earlier on this season, and he's finally made that impact that we have been looking for. This sort of games, I like to start him, and he's a good finisher. He's a really good finisher, you know. Harry Leonard, like I said, it's a shame he picked up those, you know, couple of bad injuries that kept him out for 3 months here and there. Oh, that's one pullback for Leicester just before the end of the first half. It's Beltran as well. Good finish there for him. I still think we're going to go on to win this game, but of course, it makes the second half a little bit more difficult than I was wanting to go into that second half in a little bit of a cruise control mood, if you will. You know, go into the second half, dominate possession, and try and score 1 or 2 goals in the second half as well. But we're going to have to stay focused. We're going to have to pay 100% attention now because we cannot afford to concede that second goal. It's Fatawu. I do like the play, you know. It's only a matter of time. Say Leicester City gets relegated this season, there will be some big teams, some top teams looking at him. He's one of those players that have got that natural 1v1 ability for a winger. You don't see that too often in today's game. That is beautiful football from Leicester City. And Yildiz gets the leveler for the away side here. How have we gone from 2-0 up to 2-0 here? Hannibal Meshbury replaced by Morgan Gibbs-White, and Yohan Bonny also coming off the bench for the remainder of this game. Hopefully both substitutions can make the difference for us moving forward. We want to see a little bit more from Diamondi as well. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the ability to win the ball back high up the pitch for us. Mohamed Diamondi, can he find someone in the box? It's been cleared by Leicester City. Oh, that is a big moment. Our biggest moment in the second half so far. But we couldn't make it count for anything. Morgan Gibbs-White will try to wait for the option. Joao Pedro, get him. Oh, he's such a clinical finisher, you know. I'm not surprised when he does this anymore. That's his 16th goal of the season or so. Is it 16 or 17 goals now? I'm not sure. I think it's one of those. It's either his 16th or his 17th goal. But Morgan Gibbs-White coming off the bench. He's got an assist. That's it for the end of the game. We made it a lot more difficult than I wanted it to be. You know, 2-0 down in the first half. You think, okay, can we go on to make it 3, 4, 5 goals in the second half? But Leicester pulled one back just before the end of the first half. Got an early goal in the second half. We struggled a little bit in the second half. But as soon as we made those substitutions, Morgan Gibbs-White and Johan Bunny coming on into the pitch, they both made the difference. And of course, Morgan Gibbs-White getting the assist for the third goal. This kid's talent is a joke. 9 assists in 9 games and 2 goals in the Premier League. He's getting an assist every game he plays in. That is just ridiculous. Now, I pick and choose the games that I play him, and I usually tend to play him against the teams in the bottom half of the league. But to be honest, those are tough games as well, and he's making it look so easy now. I mean, I wish I had included him in the team maybe from last season rather than this season. But then again, he might not have made the impact that he's making for us this season, and he's only going to get better. But top of the league, we're back top of the league, and we're level on point though with Tottenham. And we have got West Ham in third, but Manchester City have got a game in hand, which if they win their game in hand, the fact that they've got a better goal difference than us right now, they will go top of the league, and that means we will drop to second. It's looking quite good for us after 17 games played. I mean, it's not far away now till the January transfer window opens, and the plan is to strengthen the team, to give us that push into the second half of the season. We've still got £99 million, by the way, to spend, and most of those have come from selling Tyrese Dolan to Manchester United at the start of this season for £100 million. We didn't really spend that money in the summer, but we will be doing just that when the January transfer window opens. Let's take a look at the top scorers here. You've got Joao Pedro running away with the golden boot right now. 17 goals in 16 appearances. That is just ridiculous. You've got Dovbyk, who has got 13 in 17. You've got Thiago there as well. Openda, Jota, Goodmanson, Erling Haaland is in there. 10 in 11 games for Haaland. You've got Jadon Philogene Bidas with 10 goals for Villa this season, which is good for the kid. But 9 assists for Crawford. Morgan Gibbs-White's got 9 assists in 9 games. That is ridiculous. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one, and subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.